In this video, I'll explain what a 52M PCN is, what your options are, and whether you should appeal. Firstly, what is a penalty charge notice or PCN? A PCN is a fine that is predominantly issued by local councils to motorists who are guilty of parking or driving offences within the council's jurisdiction. The majority of PCNs are issued for parking contraventions or for driving in a bus lane, but there are other PCN offences such as a 52 PCN. So what is a 52M PCN? Contravention Code 52 refers to a motorist failing to comply with the prohibition of a certain type of vehicle. In simple terms, it means the driver has been driving a vehicle on the road where the type of vehicle they're driving is banned. A 52M PCN specifically refers to failing to comply with the prohibition of motor vehicles, which includes cars and motorcycles. To get a 52M PCN, the driver will need to have driven a motorcycle or car on the road where they're not allowed or in a way that's not allowed, such as in the wrong direction on a one-way street. So do you have to pay a 52M PCN? Yes, you must either pay or appeal your PCN within 28 days. If you don't do anything, then the fine will be increased by 50% through something called a charge certificate. This will be sent to you after you miss the deadline, giving you a further 14 days to pay the now inflated fine. Further action can be taken if you still don't pay. However, you can appeal a 52M PCN, but you need appropriate grounds for appealing and solid evidence for it to be successful. If you don't, it is more beneficial to pay the fine as soon as possible. An informal appeal can often be lodged within the first 14 days, and if it's rejected by the council, you can still have the option of paying the reduced fine, usually £65. However, if you make a formal appeal called a representation, it's likely that you'll lose your right to the discounted fine and have to pay the full amount if the appeal is unsuccessful. So should you appeal a PCN 52M? The answer to this question really depends on how strong your appeal is. As these incidents are usually caught on CCTV, it can be difficult to put up a good argument and get the PCN cancelled. But if road signs aren't adequate, then the PCN might get overturned. For example, in 2012, an investigator found that Camden Council's signage was inadequate in an area where the council had already been issuing PCNs valued at over £5 million. How much is a 52M PCN? A penalty charge notice 52M is usually £130, so it can be an expensive mistake to make. However, you will only need to pay half of the PCN fine if you're making a payment within the first 14 days. This means your 52M PCN will only cost £65 by acting quickly. The quickest way to pay a PCN is usually via the council's website or by phoning the council's automated payment hotline, which is usually a 24/7 payment line. If you're wanting to challenge your 52M charge, then a popular option is to consult a solicitor who can help. There's many online solicitors that work out cheaper and easier than meeting in person. JustAnswer, for example, only costs £5 for a trial, and one of my colleagues managed to save over £270 on a parking ticket by using their service. I've linked that offer in the description, and if you use that, you'll also be supporting Money Nerd, so thank you.